This channel needs more beauty, and what I ask you is more beautiful than the many forms of nature. From trees that are older than your grandma, to eerie trees that make a scene right out of a horror movie, here are 14 stunning and beautiful trees you won't believe exist.
You're watching Dynamite TV.
If we go out to New England National Park in New South Wales, Australia, we find these earthly and moss-covered beech trees, which look like they just came right out of a fantasy movie with the way their branches are draped with moss. Back in Oregon, we find one of many tree tunnels of the world. However, this to me is one of the more beautiful ones. I'll be making an entirely separate video about all the magical tree tunnels to experience in the world very soon. What may appear as some sort of illusion in that this tree has camouflage, it is actually just the nature of the bark of this rainbow eucalyptus, located in Kauai, Hawaii, and is considered one of the most amazingly colorful species on the planet. In Northern Ireland, we can experience one of the most photographed and visited natural phenomena in the area, of which is a popular attraction to tourists from all around the world, and has earned the title as one of the top 5 most beautiful tree tunnels you can find on planet Earth. Let us now travel to Yemen, where we can find the Dragonblood tree. These trees evolved over millions of years in isolation and are so unique in appearance. Dragonblood trees gain their common name from the red sap they produce, and this sap has been believed to possess medicinal properties. The Dilonyx regia is a flowering plant native to the bean family and has a beautiful and flamboyant appearance found in Brazil. In fact, its common name is called a flamboyant tree. It requires a tropical environment to thrive, and thus Brazil is a great home for it. Named the president, this tree is the 3rd largest tree in the entire world, with a height of 247 feet. It is also the oldest living known sequoia, aging at about 3,200 years. It can be found in California. The alley or avenue of baobab trees of Madagascar are very unique trees in this countdown, due to their absolutely huge trunks. The western region of Madagascar where they reside is a popular location to visit simply because of these 800-plus-year-old trees. Taking a trip now to Germany, we will discover a canopy of cherry trees where for the time of 2 or 3 weeks just pop with pink foliage. Like some kind of magical tunnel of nature, you can walk beneath them in bloom. It is said that these trees will stay in bloom longer in the more northern regions of Germany. The angel oak tree is found in South Carolina, living for over 400 years now. Although there is actually a lot of debate around the true age, and some speculate it to be as much as 1,500 years old. Whoa. If you find yourself in Charleston, South Carolina, do not miss the chance to see this majestic beauty in person. In Portland, Oregon, you would find what is called the most authentic Japanese garden outside of Japan, which is a 5.5-acre property inside Washington Park, found in the western hills of Portland. The most famous trees found here are called the Japanese maple trees, boasting absolutely breathtaking shades and hues unlike most. This tree, called the Wisteria, can be found in Japan, and it is 144 years old. Wow. Its branches extend as far as half a mile long, and its massive vines are held up by steel rods placed about its canopy to support it. While these trees can be found in many parts of the world, this is by far one of the largest and will have you wanting to take a trip to Japan real soon. In New Zealand is a place called Slope Point, located at the southern tip of the island. This area is constantly battered with wild and cold winds that come from Antarctica. Because of this, trees are all turned and slanted in the direction of said wind. Outside of some sheep farms, few humans live here due to the winds. However, what a spectacular formation it creates. Reminds me of a bonsai tree and the way that they can be shaped.
For more videos, subscribe here.
This tree, pronounced the Rhododendron, lives in Canada and is over 125 years old. The origin of its name is Greek for rose tree. This photo was posted on Reddit, and even though it is as large as a tree, it is actually considered a shrub, which makes it all that more impressive. You can even find it on Google Maps Street View. However, the car that photographed it unfortunately captured it during the wrong time of year.
Watching Dynamite TV.
And as always, thanks for watching.